How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the first mini vlog in this channel. I'm thinking of starting this series where the vlogs are shorter, but we cover a bunch of stuff about what's happening currently in medical school. I'll show you something cool that I'm doing with Notion or any other software, and yeah, just show you a little bit of a day in my life, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so currently in medical school we're doing our mental health block. This means we're learning about how to take a history from someone around their mental health and how they're feeling. As you can expect, this has been really tough to learn. It's so different than doing our classic cardiac history or respiratory history. There's so much more nuance to these conversations. Even little things like how do I respond when a patient shares something really deep with me is something that I'm really struggling with right now. But we've got some friends who we're practicing with every night, and hopefully with enough practice I get to a point where I'm okay with starting the conversation. But I feel like there's nothing much that's gonna really prepare me than that first conversation I have with the real patient. It's hard, but it's also exciting because it feels like I'll be in a position where I can really help people in a society where oftentimes people are really scared to have these conversations. And right now, I'm about to jump onto a lecture where we discuss mental health in the Indigenous community as well. As you might know, the Indigenous Australian community have faced a lot of trauma historically, and leading to that is current mental health issues in the community. So yeah, I'm just going to be doing that now, and after the lecture, I'll show you guys my current Notion setup for medical school, which I'm really excited about. I really enjoyed this lecture as an Indigenous community clinician came in and shared her stories, so there was a lot to learn and I'm really grateful to be a part of it. It was an amazing lecture. Now it's time for me to give you guys a really big life update, and for that we need to head outside. So let me show you guys what I've been dying to tell you guys. Let's go. There it is. It's a pretty big one. It's my first car. This is the Toyota 86 2013 model. It looks just so good. I just love how it looks. So let me know what you guys think. It's full white. It's got black roof here, which is great. Here are the rims. It's got a double exhaust, which means you know how it sounds. And yeah, I'm now gonna start it for you guys to hear the sound. Check on any song. Woo! Good job. I see. Alright Alrighty guys, now I want to really show you guys how I study for my clinical skills in medical school and my Notion set up for it. So as you can see right now, I have, okay, let me just track back a bit. So if I go on my areas part of Notion, you can see I've made a separate page for medicine, and I can click on MD2, meaning second year of Doctor of Medicine, semester 2, and this is what I've been working on. I call it the History Taking Bible. Essentially, this has all the body systems. So as you can see here, I've made it really aesthetic with pictures from Geeky Medics. So shout out to Geeky Medics, hopefully they don't copyright me. So I chose all the broad systems. You've got cardiac, genitourinary, respiratory, endocrine, etc. and it goes on. So I've got the 9 biggest body systems. And then once you click on each one, so I'm just going to click onto cardiac here, you can see there are subparts to it. So when you click onto cardiac, you can look at how to perform a physical examination for a cardiac patient, how to take a history for a cardiac patient, which is what I'm focusing on because we have an assessment coming up. And number 3 are the main conditions that are there in a cardiac case. And the last one is imaging and special tests. So for a cardiac context, that will be like ECGs, echocardiograms, and the whole spiel of any imaging technique where you can see the heart, really. So if I click on to say history taking, so you can see I've got the most common presentations. So for a heart patient, it'll be dyspnea, so shortness of breath, chest pain, heart palpitation, syncope, so you're passing out, or just fatigue. And then I've got some specific questions to ask for each part of history taking. All of that listed here. And what I really love is, for example, chest pain. I've created a toggle on Notion, which means I can click on it, it would open up. So if I click on chest pain, you've got the specific questions to ask for chest pain. And more importantly, I've got the differential diagnosis list for a patient that comes in with chest pain. Now this is not comprehensive, I just started working on it, so I've just done the 4 for now. But what's cool about it is, this is then linked to the conditions page that I showed you earlier. So if I click on myocardial ischemia, so heart attack, it goes to this page where we talk about what it is, what it's caused by, how does the patient present, and like how do we diagnose and things like that. But yeah, this is actually in the conditions page. But what I essentially did was I went into history taking. And for cardiac pain, what I would have done is just gone, I'll just show you guys, I would have just gone /link to page, and I would have just written myocardial ischemia, and then Notion essentially searches the entire database for a page called myocardial ischemia, and once it finds it, you can just simply click on it, and it connects it to that page. So if you make any changes to that page, doesn't matter, it's already linked to that page anyway, so you don't have to change everything each time. This has really been motivating me to finally start learning about clinical aspects of medicine, and hopefully before next year, when I'm full-time in the hospital, I have a good idea of what the major conditions are for the major body systems and what questions to ask. I'm just really anxious about next year because it's going to be so different to what I've been studying for the last 6 years. So something like this definitely helping. So yeah, it's just a sneak peek. And otherwise, I'm just going to go have some lunch now. Let me know if you guys like these kind of shortish vlogs. I know it was still quite a bit where I give you some life updates and medicine updates and something cool I've been working on. If you guys like it, I'll definitely be making some more of these. But yeah, otherwise, subscribe to the channel. We're really close to hitting 2,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane to me. We just hit 1,000, currently at around 1,500. So I'm really loving how this community is growing. And yeah, if you're applying to medicine and you need some help, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I upload more often. I know I'm not as consistent as I'd like to be, but yeah. I love doing this, so I'll keep posting, I promise. Alright, see you guys, have a good one.